2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
The NBA season in full swing now. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, a pretty equal matchup tonight. They're hoping to grab a road win, a yardstick game as they try to reach that next level. A decade and a half of dominance for the San Antonio Spurs. Shaq, if they're not the gold standard, then who is?
I have to disagree with you, Ernie. They are the platinum standard. The front office award speaks for themselves. All the 51 seasons they have speaks volumes.
With the game just about ready to begin, let's send it out to
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. Only one game away from San Antonio here. The Spurs will be back home for the next one. Tony Parker still injured. They're counting the days until he returns.
I hear you, Kevin, but really it's an issue for both teams in regards to the injury situation. So it's a matter of which team can rise up and show the fortitude necessary to play through the injuries and still come out on top.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of sympathy these teams have for each other. I mean, they're going through the same thing at the same time. So injuries a major factor in this game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for San Antonio, Duncan is out there with Matt Bonner. Then it's Green. Then there's Anderson. And it's Joseph in at the point guard. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Los Angeles.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
On defense, Miami. 4-point game. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And don't forget, this is a matchup against the team that broke their hearts in the finals last season. So you know this game means a little bit more than normal.
Now here's Duncan. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Wade drives in.
San Antonio foul call. Kyle Anderson. That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, his free throw numbers this year are below 70%. So when he's getting to the line, he has not been effective.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And both free throws good for Wade. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Joseph with the ball, averaging 9 points per contest. Shot clock at 6. Green dishes to Anderson. There's the three. No luck. And it's Miami the other way. Steve touched on just a second ago about the emotion of losing in the finals. Coming that close, Clark, to a championship being denied. They have got to have revenge on their minds today.
That's a definite, Kevin. You know that's the case. Nothing will make up for last season's disappointment. You can't go back, but a win today will at least take some of the salt out of that wound. Or at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
And Joseph kicks to Duncan. The drive by Wade, passes to Anderson. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And Joseph kicks to Green. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Cole. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston. Wade from outside. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye three as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a Pacific Division showdown. Be there.
Spurs trail by 11. The Spurs continue, guys, to be one of the top-tier teams in the league, both offensively and defensively.
Well, great discipline and efficiency, the continuity of the roster, the stability, and of course, you know, what Pop calls corporate knowledge, just the unity of this roster that has grown over the years.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Bellinelli is out there with Corey Joseph. Then it's Splitter. Then there's Boris Diaw. And it's Ginobili in at the 3 slot. Here's Napier. After the basket by San Antonio. He dishes it to Dang. 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. And Ginobili pulls it down.
And for the Spurs, hey, defensively with Duncan and Splitter inside, they've got the size to protect the paint. Leonard, their wing stopper, is terrific and can guard any position on the wing. They use their length to contest shots late and avoid cheap fouls. And the other thing you like about them is they didn't give up a lot of free throws last season.
He used that pick to perfection. Bellinelli's got his first bucket in this one.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, the Spurs were just terrific offensively. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA 3 of the last 4 seasons. And I think probably the best passing team as well. They really move the ball and get great movement in their offense.
And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. We take a look at Chalmers. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And with these guys, they're always going to give you an outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. And it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And that kind of aggression is exactly what you need from your point guard, Steve. At the point of attack, he sets the tone for your defense, and this bunch gives their counterparts very little room to operate on the perimeter.
Haslam can't get it to go. It's stolen by Haslam. Napier passes to Haslam. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. Second in three-point field goal percentage, fifth in blocks, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And Clark, you know I love the long ball. The way they've been shooting that three-point line is really fun to watch. I mean, they're spreading the floor, they're sharing the ball, and they're moving the ball inside and out. You get that inside-out game going, and it's much easier to get open looks from the three-point line.
And the first one drops.
You can point to a number of reasons why the Heat were so dominant at home last year, but one that stuck out to me, guys, was just how efficient they were offensively.
The Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Baines is checked in. The Heat won 32 games here at American Airlines Arena. As you said, Clark, their offense was just so doggone efficient. They seemed to score every time they had the ball.
Well, to validate what you're saying there, the Heat shot 51% from the floor last year. That's historic for a team to shoot that high a percentage. It won't be an easy thing to do this year without LeBron, but I still think the system is in place, and they've got some really good players still there.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, going into last year's NBA Finals, Tim Duncan gave the Heat some bulletin board material. He said, quote, "We're happy that it's them," and promised, quote, "We have 4 more games to win. We'll do it this time." A rare show of bravado, but his teammates will tell you, beneath his icy exterior, he's one of the most competitive people you'll ever meet. Kevin, he's got the championships to prove it.
They redeemed themselves, Doris, and now look to repeat. Thanks. Here's Ginobili. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they're making this a game here, putting together a nice run.
Making it a game? How about anybody's game? I mean, they've caught fire, and it's a toss-up right now, guys.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Really nice work inside there. We'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
So both teams changing it up here. The Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That's good from Haslem.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
There's the pick. Anderson dishes to Duncan. Back to Anderson. The drive by Green. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Timeout called. The Heat, their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were locked in and ready to roll, and offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
And we're through 2 here in a good one. Heat lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich, and Pop, you held them to much less productivity in the second quarter. What was the difference defensively for you?
Well, I think we limited the offensive boards a little bit. I think they took better shots. I don't think they got the same fast breaks. And honestly, they missed some pretty wide open shots.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports. Welcome back.